What's going on, everybody? Happy Sunday. I hope everyone had a great weekend. Kind of got your mind off of the market a little bit, but I wanted to make my Sunday watch list. A few stocks that I'm looking at. First off, starting off with the Nasdaq Futures here, we're up slightly. We're up 24 points, 0.17. Actually, nothing. It's pretty flat. But if you can look here, we've actually been in this consolidation period here on the Nasdaq Futures. We're stuck in between 14,064 and 13,699. Let's call it 13,700. We've been in this range for about 2 weeks now. So it seems like every time we come down here and touch, this is like the 20-day moving average here, we kind of bounce off, and then we come up here, and we've touched this top once, two, three, four, five, six, and then it just keeps going back and forth. So with that being said, very, very hard market to hold trades overnight, very hard market to swing stocks long, just due to the fact that from a day-to-day basis, you're going to get a lot of chop. So something that could be up today that looks great to confirm for tomorrow could be back down. Something that looks like it's ready to be put on the short side could be bounced back up. So we've been in this zone for about 2 weeks now. Let me go ahead and pull up the triple Qs. Triple Qs, kind of the same thing, right? So we've been in between 342 and 333. Again, for about 2 weeks now. Every time we come up here to the top, we touch it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then we get batted down. So it looks like we've been riding above the 5-day moving average here. We kind of break down below the 10. We kind of have been finding support here at the 20-day moving average line. That price is going to be 335.62. So a couple of things to really look for. If the market wants to get really, really strong and start the next leg up, so let's say going back here, the end of March, beginning of April, we had this huge run up where we had almost 2 weeks of just straight run up, right? Now we've been consolidating for the last 2 weeks. Do we break down and test some of these lower levels, or do we continue to move higher? Could this be our consolidation period here before we put our next leg up? That's one thing that we're going to have to really watch before you want to start putting on any swing trades to the long side. We're really going to have to build a base over 342.80, which means that we're going to have to take that price point out. We're going to have to back test that price, start to build above, and then possibly make that next leg higher. Okay. Only thing that concerns me on the triple Qs is that on Thursday we had this hanging man candle, which typically in an uptrend signifies a bearish reversal. And then we also had this shooting star candle here on Friday, which again in an uptrend also can mean that there's going to be a change in sentiment. So could this 342.80 be the top for right now, and then we want to come down here and test 335 and come down here and test 331? I think that it wouldn't be such a bad thing if we came down here and tested 333, which we touched once, twice, 3 times here. Kind of break down a little bit below the 20-day moving average of 335, kind of come down here and test 333, and then let some stocks that are in the NASDAQ retrace with that as well. So then we can make the next leg up higher from there. Or the market can continue to get strong and we can test this 342 again for the 7th time, and then finally break through this area of resistance and start pushing our way up higher. One of the stocks that I'm looking at for tomorrow is going to be Tesla. Obviously, the market was very, very flat, if not down on Friday, and Tesla found support here at the lower Bollinger Band, just right below the 100-day moving average, broke below that. On Thursday, touched 666 in the after hours pre-market, and then immediately on Friday reclaimed that 100, reclaimed the 50-day moving average, reclaimed the 5-day moving average. So all of these supply zones in here, if I could just zoom in a little bit, all of these supply zones, the 50, the 100, the 20, the 5, as well as the 50 EMA, all were confirmed, and we stopped almost picture perfect here at 715.39 was the high of day. The high of day touched perfectly with this blue line, and the blue line is the 10-day moving average. Okay, so our high of day was 715.39, 716 in that area. We settled off at 709.44. After hours went up about a few cents to 710, which I'm not too concerned about the after hours. So what we need to see on Tesla for tomorrow is, can we reclaim 717.39? Let's call it 717, 716, 717.50, 716, which is also going to be this 10-day supply zone here. If we can reclaim $716, you can expect a healthy push into 725, 726, 727, possibly test this channel here of 724, 725, and then possibly, if we can confirm and break through, possibly get in here to test 737. So the first area that I would look for Tesla to reconfirm is $716, which would be a retake of the 10-day moving average supply zone. From there would be a good entry point, intraday trade, to play that into 725, 727 area. Possibly Tuesday, see what it does. If it wants to hold this 10-day moving average, if it continues to hold $715 and is over 725.38, you could possibly get Tesla, considering that the market is strong and moving up, could finally start to test that 750 area to possibly get up here to 764. Again, that's a long time away. Don't really want to think about that, although Tesla can put in a $50 candle in one day. It can do whatever it wants. Tesla moves however it wants to move. You just want to be on the right side of the trade. So for tomorrow, the main level that we're looking for is 715.39, 716, which is a reclaim. Put it on your chart, the 10-day moving average. If Tesla can confirm the 10-day moving average, let it put in a high, let it retrace, and on that second pass through of that new high is where you want to enter the trade, and you have room to 725.54. So use it as cash flow, use it as a quick scalp. Again, in this market, until the market wants to pick a direction, whether we want to bust through the 342 on the Qs or back test 333, I really don't feel comfortable swing trading anything just because of the chop. However, intraday, short-term scalps, day trades are perfect as long as you know your levels and where you would want to stop and where you want to take profits. If this trade, if they do confirm, if Tesla confirms $715 and yet does not show that it can push through to 725, I would use an absolute stop at 713. That's going to be this middle Bollinger Band here. If you want to take on a little bit more risk, you do have the 5-day moving average at 704. Again, though, the way that Tesla can move, that is a 10, potentially a 10-point risk for 15-point reward, which is also not bad. However, if you are swinging contracts or you're swinging a lot of shares, definitely don't want to be taking on 10 points worth of risk. If this trade doesn't work out at $716, I would definitely be out at 712, 713. 2 or 3 point loss for a potential 15-point reward is more my speed. So just keep that in mind. Another stock that I'm watching, nothing to get into right now, but I am watching depending on the market, is Microsoft. After their earnings, they gapped down here. They hit an all-time high of 263.19 after earnings, which weren't even that bad. They gapped down here to what was it? The 20-day moving average at about 254, and then the last 2 days, kind of slow stepped and bled out a little bit here. Did find support here on Thursday's low at 248. What I am looking for on Microsoft is probably a back test to 245 and 242. I think that if Microsoft can get back in here to this 50-day moving average and retest 242, it would be a great buy opportunity to swing this back up into all-time highs, maybe take contracts for July, August, or September. If you want to do something short, I mean, if it can show a reclaim of the 50-day moving average, or a bounce, actually, if it can show a bounce off the 50-day moving average, you do have room for a shorter term, kind of day trade / overnight swing trade to 245. And then it would go back up to 248, and then obviously to 253. But definitely want to let this bleed out a little bit. You never know. I mean, it could make a new support level here off this Bollinger Band at 247. However, my buy zones for Microsoft would be 245 and 242. The other one really quick is going to be Amazon. What we're looking for here on Amazon is two levels. We're looking for a reclaim of 35.54. That would be a quick entry, quick scalp of a break of 35.54. Or if you're looking to play a bounce, 34.46, which is 34.44, which is going to be the 5-day moving average. So if Amazon breaks through the 5-day moving average of 34.44 and then reclaims that 5-day moving average, that would be your entry, and then you have room until 34.99. You could play that bounce here as well. However, break even would be my stop. So for example, if Amazon breaks through the 5-day moving average and then reclaims it, that would be my entry. Let's say it puts in 5, 6, 7 points and you have not taken profits, or you did not scale out, and it starts to retrace on you, I would definitely use the 5-day moving average as your break even on that. But try to take cash flow on the way up on that. Obviously the break to the upside, 34.54, a remount, reclaim, bounce play, 34.44. So those are the three stocks that I'm looking at for this week. I hope you guys all make a lot of money this week. I hope you guys all have a great day. And until the next one, I'll see you guys on the next video.